Okay, folks, you can't make this stuff up. Okay, just recently, Secretary of Energy Granholm went out on a 4-day road trip in her electric vehicle to draw attention to the billions of dollars that the Greenies in the White House are pouring into their electric vehicle fantasy. So let's talk a little bit about this road trip. The predictable problem that they had on the road trip, there were not enough EV chargers. Okay, so again, you can't make this stuff up. So what did Granholm's staff do? They got in their gas-powered car and they sped ahead to get in line to save spots with their gas-powered vehicle at those electric chargers. And it was so bad in one location because the gas-powered car was blocking all of the other electric vehicles that had to charge. It was a really hot day. A family actually called the police on them. They had a baby in their car that was crying, again, really hot day. And here's a gas-powered car, Granholm staff, trying to save them a spot so they could just slip in line and get their EV charged. Okay, so folks, if the Biden administration can't make it from Charlotte to Memphis without an incident, then how do we expect that all of our non-tactical military fleet is going to get transitioned by the year 2030 without having big issues? Okay, so let's think about that. This greenie push out there for those electric vehicles, it is not realistic. We are living in an absurd world in the Joe Biden administration. So let's call it what it is, folks. It is a road to nowhere.
A road to nowhere. Yeah, that's right. Road to nowhere. This BS with transitioning to electric cars doesn't work. And I have a car that's a hybrid. Every time I've gone to charge it, 9 out of 10 times, there's no space to charge it. The machine isn't working. There's a problem with the connection. We are not ready for this. And the fact that Granholm had people in a gas car go ahead of her to try to save a spot, which prevented a family with a baby from charging their car, is disgusting. But things happen when you're on a road trip. You know that, I know that, everyone knows that. A snowstorm, a rainstorm, an accident. You can get caught up for hours, if not days. That is not sustainable in an electric car. This is a pipe dream, and it's a lie, and it's not working. And it's also the same with a lot of solar and a lot of wind. If these technologies worked as promised, I assure you everyone would be on board. But we are not, because they do not. Just look what's happening on our beaches with whales washing up and the sounds that these winds in the ocean are making and inhibiting their communication, and they're dying. This is not the greatest good for the greatest number. This is pandering, and liberals are using climate policy as a means of generating fear and creating dominance. And that, my friends, are the facts. There is a great book called Apocalypse Never, by the way, by Michael Schellenberger, and he's no conservative. It's a must read when you talk about the environment and what they're trying to say about our changing climate. Read it. Granholm is a liar. By the way, she's also basically a criminal if you look at some of her stock purchases, but that's a conversation for another day. Don't be fooled by the lies of the left when it comes to environmental policy or electric cars.